So these are all the tools I use as a professional mobile car detailer, and in this video I'm going to explain what each tool is, what I use it for, and then pack it back into my van. So enjoy. So the first tool on the list is the drill. This is a Milwaukee drill, and I've got a drill brush attachment and in the end there, and I can swap that out with different sizes, but this comes in handy for agitating the sand, dirt inside of carpets when I'm deep cleaning carpets. And this just goes up against the back seats just like that. Cool, so the next tool I want to talk about are the polishers. Now right here I've got a Bigfoot 21-inch polisher from Ropes. Heavy duty polisher, very versatile tool. It's got a 5-inch backing plate, and I pretty much use this for most of my polishing work, especially all the deep, heavy duty polishing. Very good tool. I've also got a Flex battery powered polishing tool in here as well, and that's got a 3-inch on there and also can attach to a 1-inch as well. And I don't really take this with me all the time. I only take this when I know I've got a big polishing job on. But this one will slide in the back here. I'll pop the Roots polisher up there, and then I've got the Flex tucked under down there. Cool, the next tool I want to talk about is the extractor. This is a Mighty 8070 heated carpet extractor. It's got some locking wheels here, super long hose so that you can just park it up next to the car and reach an all access throughout the entire car. Nice long extension lead as well, and you can see the gun on the end there. So this shoots out heated water and sucks at the same time. Very good tool. This is probably one of the best heated carpet extractors on the market for car detailing as well. It's good for getting out all sorts of grime and dirt that's just stuck deep within the carpet fibers, maybe even some dog poo. I did one of them the other day and that wasn't very nice. So this one just goes right up against the back here. So it's quite heavy. Got to use the legs when lifting this one in. Probably weighs about 20 kgs, and that's without any water in it. You definitely want to make sure you release all the liquid before popping it in. And it's got some locking wheels. I'll lock them in place, and then I've also got an elastic band here that hooks into a little bolt there and keeps it snug in place like that. The next tool I want to talk about is the steamer. This is a metallic steamer, and does a really good job of just breaking down thick dirt that's been embedded in the surfaces for quite a long time. Just get some hot steam onto it, and it does a really good job of just breaking it all down, making it easy to remove with a microfiber towel. Definitely essential in the detailer's toolkit, makes jobs much easier. This one just fits right in the back there. Actually, you can see here I've got a little step ladder as well. That just fits under there whenever I need that, whenever I've got a car that's a bit bigger. Cool, so probably one of the most important tools you can own as a car detailer. Definitely worth investing in a bunch of microfiber towels. All right, now these ones are blue and I've got some green ones here, and I separate them. The blue ones are for cleaning the wheels, the engine bay, really dirty areas around the car. Green ones, I'll use them for like the interior, cleaner surfaces, more delicate surfaces, paint work and things like that. So we'll go and pop these in here, some down in there. So another important tool on the list is the extension lead. Now, as a mobile car detailer, I use the client's power, also use the client's water as well. So it's important to have a very long extension lead. This is a 25 meter because sometimes we're working out on the driveway and the closest power point might be a little bit of a distance away. So it pays to have a long extension lead. This one just pops in there like that. It's a bit windy today, but we'll make do. So another important set of tools is the caddy bag, and this just holds all my bottles, washers, things like that. Makes it super easy whenever working inside the car. I can just place this on the seat next to me and just pick up a bottle or a brush as I go. I've got a few brushes in here, the boar hair detailing brush from the Detail Factory, very versatile tool. And I've also got microfiber hair bristle brush, and that's also good for dusting, things like that. I've also got a basic nylon bristle brush. This is a paintbrush I got from a local hardware store, and they're really cheap, really easy to replace, and they come in handy, especially for dusting, getting into tight areas where there's crumbs and dirt. Different little pads, applicator pads, scrubbing pads, pet hair brushes for removing pet hair. So this one just fits nicely in here like that. All right, another important tool on the list is the vacuum. Now, this is a Nilfisk vacuum, but I actually don't recommend this vacuum because it's a dry only vacuum. So I would recommend getting a wet and dry vacuum. Okay, so the next vacuum I buy will be a Karcher brand, wet and dry Karcher, and definitely won't make the mistake of buying a dry only vacuum again, because as a mobile detailer, you're going to come into situations where you're going to have to suck up a whole bunch of water, and it's going to be a hassle if you have to go and get out your extractor. If you don't have it with you, or you don't have an extractor, you can do it all with just a wet and dry vacuum, and definitely doesn't help to just have it dry only. So this one just fits nicely in here. Cool, so I've got a couple of pump bottles here. I've got a Colad pump bottle, and you can actually put acid wheel cleaner in this, and it's not gonna start breaking down the parts inside of the pump bottle as opposed to other pump bottles. So very good brand, that one. That just fits up in there like that. And then I've got another pump bottle. This is an IK foam sprayer too. This is also a really good pump bottle. Although once it starts getting down under halfway, the foam is not very strong. It doesn't really foam out as well. So it's almost like it has to be above half full for it to be effectively working. So that's an issue they're gonna have to work on. But otherwise, it is a very good pump bottle. So I do recommend it, other than the fact it needs to be above half full for it to actually work. And that just goes up in there like that. I've also got another tool, a Milwaukee blower. This is really handy for just blowing out water from inside cracks and crevices around the car after you've washed it, or from inside of the engine bay after it's been washed, to just ensure that you dry it as good as possible. And this just fits nice and snug just in here. So I'm not sure if you can see, but I've also got some extra little brushes up in here. I've got like horsehair detailing brushes, some expired ceramic coating, just some other little bits and pieces, some more brushes. And on this side, I've got some extra chemicals. I've got my clean towels in here. I've got dirty towels there, some window cleaning towels there. The dirty ones are over there. I've also got some applicator pads, some buffing pads, and some other little pads, and I'll show you around the back. Cool, so the last thing to put in is the buckets. I've got some wheel detailing brushes in there, and that just goes in there just like that. So in the back here, I've got my pressure washer. This is a Kranzel pressure washer, and this hooks up to the garden hose, so water flows in. I connect this up to the client's water flows in, feeds into the pressure washer, and then I've got another hose that feeds into the main pressure washer hose here. This is an MTM Hydro pressure washer hose with an MTM Hydro pressure washer gun, and that's also an MTM Hydro pressure washer reel as well. So I've also got this little drawer here, so there's a little latch there, and then this comes out, and I've got a few other goodies in here, extra storage. So as you can see, I've got lots of storage inside of this van. So you can see I've got some extra polishers, some brushes, I've got the MTM Hydro foam cannon, some extra microfiber towels, and on this side I've got all my chemicals. So these are some extra chemicals, 5 litres of them, just in case I run out and need to fill up on the job. So it's not the newest van, it's not the tidiest of setups, but it does the trick. It gets me the results I need. It takes me from A to B, delivers all of my products, and I still get a very good result. But in the future, I'll definitely look at upgrading to a nicer van with a nicer setup. But this does the job for now. And it just goes to show you don't need to have the flashiest setup to go out and start making money on the road as a mobile car detailer. Cool, so if you like this video, please subscribe and follow for more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.